Lionel's been a side ref with him too, and he's probably been officiating for about 22 years.
And that was a foul by number 42, Sowerman. So the two big guys from Lemont, Sowerman and McDonough, both with 3 personal fouls. But yeah, Bill and I did grade school. We did some high school work, and he's he's really developed as an official. I always feel confident that the game's going to be called consistently when he's out there. Both these guys. This sometimes gets to be a tough game to call when the score's this big. You want to fall asleep yourself. And we don't know what a lot of that is. Aguirre throws it up, just misses the building. I mean, it's not they're cold. They're just beyond iced. Record came down with that rebound. Shot went up, and I missed who that was. Was that Gillis? Julius Gillis gets his first 2 points of his sophomore year up here on the varsity. Oh, wow. Bishop threw a forearm, Oh, wow. Record just said, oh, okay, if you want to throw it to me, I'll take the steal. Outside, Julius Gillis. Oh, they look inside Sowerman. He's able to hang on to the ball. Moran tries to force it. Gillis outside, goes to the baseline, nothing doing. Bishop out on him. Swinging around very quickly outside, Record. Back out to Dan Moran. Gillis way outside. Bishop comes out on him. Record. Back to Gillis. Gillis is trying to look inside for Bricky, but the ball was kicked away that time by number 25, Bishop.
Yeah, Lemont being real patient, running that, keep running their play. They find a good inside, want to get that ball inside.
Bricky, they waved the shot off. They say that Bricky going to the hole, but he was fouled before he got there.
And again, I think that might be the second time. I think I remember 2 times where Ridgewood has actually stopped Lemont inbounds play.
Yeah.
Again, nothing fancy there. The ball came in and Ruggers took the ball right to the hole. They just haven't been able to stop any kind of inbound plays. There's some pushing going on.
Yeah, they're pushing around down there, and they didn't like what they saw. And that one, that looked like it went on Tom Bishop, number 45. Yeah, that'll be his first, believe it or not, a big guy. 5 rebounds, 1 block shot, no points. Gillis now looking to get the ball in. He does. Bricky with it, takes it. Wants to take it right to the hole, and it was kicked out of bounds. But it's official now. 12 minutes have gone by, and Ridgewood has not yet made a bucket in the last 12 and counting. Gillis goes behind the back. Oh, Julius just trying to get a little bit too fancy.
Yeah, a little bit out of control there. Wants to do things, wants to try and move, but just kind of take what the defense gives you.
Well, Lemont with a 21-point lead, and they're still pressing, but he's working on his game here, I would hope, and I think he's going to start bringing some of the second squad in. Oh my God, they can't talk it in. Ball kicked out of bounds. It should be Ridgewood's ball.
Off Julius's head, I believe there.
Yeah, it looked like it was off his head. 3:38 left to go here in the third. Lemont with a commanding 31-10 lead. Boy, I'll tell you, Ridgewood's a long drive from here. Right up First Avenue, up to, I believe it's Fullerton. And
Cumberland, Ridgewood, or
Montrose, that's right. It's north of, it's north of there too.
I've roughed there too, I remember.
Oh, yeah.
Been there. Again.
They call off the bucket, and Chad Record goes down and takes the block beautifully down there. Set himself up just ahead of the block, and there was nothing doing. Bishop picks up his second, trying to drive to the hole and get some punts up there. Record, nice way of breaking the press, going right to the middle of the court. Frazier now nowhere to go. Big Bishop is on him. Swinging around, Bricky wide open. Julius Gillis can't get it. Oh, didn't follow his shot. And the ball picked up off the floor by Bishop. Tom Bishop on dribble up the court, drop it off to his brother. He can't get it to go, and they say there's a foul on the rebound.
Should be a push off on, I believe, 44 for Ridgewood.
Still counting. 13 minutes and 4 seconds of scoreless.
Score on 34.
That foul
John
was
Nixon,
on 34.
Good
That's his second.
Inside.
And Sowerman drops the ball off to Gillis. Gillis down Record. Record looks for the tray and can't get it to go. Wow, tap back. And coming up with it was Gillis. Shot went up.
Yep, there it is. Like I said, it's.
Who was that with the shot? Sowerman, all right. Ben Sowerman gets himself into the book. This time it's Olaquin. Olaquin drops the ball off to Jeff Bishop. Bishop is going to go down there. This time they say it's a block. Attempting it was Record, but he still couldn't get the ball in the hole.
Yeah, we got 2 shots here.
Record, Chad will pick up his first foul. And going to the free throw line, his first visit there, Jeff Bishop. He had 5 quick points very early in the first quarter, and that was the end of him.
Well, like the rest of his teammates.
Yeah, really. So Bishop now gets to calm down and see if he can get a freebie from the charity stripe, and that's it.
There it is.
He got the first one to go, and let's see, that's 13 minutes and 36 seconds.
Wow.
Of scoreless basketball has now been broken by Bishop, and let's not hope the floodgate doesn't open here. Second one is up. He can't get it to go. Banging around. Rebound comes down to Julius Gillis. Gillis now with his third.
Pass
up the court.
Good. Again, just pass the ball ahead and.
Nice job. Again, that time Frazier throws the ball off of the defender's leg. Stays white ball. And Lemont having a little trouble with the inbounds here. It doesn't make me feel all that great.
Yeah, guys really weren't moving real hard. Nice pass. Oh.
And it's getting a little ragged. Oh, nice job. Calling the timeout there was Patrick Woods. He pulls his second 30-second timeout. Comes at 2:03. Get a nice chance to see the Lemont varsity cheerleaders. And again, coached by first-year coach Mike Bruce. See Matty Alfano out there with them. The male cheerleader here, Lemont Pep Band, going with one of our theme songs. Warpath. Thanks, Bob. Our cheerleaders do a fine job for us. The award-winning Lemont Varsity cheerleaders. All right, now 2:03 left to go here in the third quarter. Lemont with a 33-11 lead over Ridgewood. Ridgewood now gets to put the ball into play in their Lemont end of the court. Bishop will be the inbounder.
Yeah, both teams with 5 team fouls, and Ridgewood has the next jump ball going their way.
And it's going to make for a long fourth quarter if both teams are going to be in the bonus, which Lemont just gave away their last. Jack Capra, freshman of the ball game, gets to get his first.
Yeah, Lamont's still trying to stay very aggressive and work hard in that full court man-to-man.
Well, when you get into this, Keith, it's like, if you start, like kind of laying back and relaxing a little bit and, not being that aggressive on the team, you're going to start playing like crap.
Right.
And then you're going to do it the next time you play,
That's still the third quarter, too,
yep.
Even with a big lead.
And like you said, he wants to tune up. Oh, boy, I'll tell you, these guys just can't catch a break. But he's trying to tune up for the big game, which is going to be coming up, the Christmas Classic. Will be on December 26th on a Wednesday night. Lamont's going to play at 7:15 against Revis. And I want you all to come down here for the game because I want you to see the induction into the Hall of Fame. Nice job by Bricky keeping the ball away from the defender.
Yeah, I mean, a nice move there, nice drive down the lane, saw the opening and took it hard to the basket.
Mazurchik now being worked on by Miranda. And as I was saying, the induction into the Hall of Fame is going to be really unique this year, and I give a lot of credit to Lemont Athletics to think of the people that they're going to put into this. And they say Miranda was on the sideline when he touched the ball.
Yeah, Ridgewood really having a hard time against this man-to-man. No one seems to be in sync. Real weak passes, a little too much dribbling. They just can't seem to run a play.
And, when they go for the skip pass, it's usually, and it has been 4 or 5 times already in this game, extremely high. And these poor guys can't even come up with a ball. Kicked away, still in Ridgewood's hands. Aguirre outside with it now. Aguirre pulls up, 10-footer, rattles it home. That's their first field goal in, I'm terrible at math.
Well, I'll give you.
In 15
I'll give you 15 minutes.
Yeah, you're right. Outside swinging around. Outside Rosado, but tray. Matt Rosado, second tray of the game, and he's got 8.
You got about 22 seconds left in the third quarter.
Ridgewood just
Boy,
beside themselves. Yeah. Well, they kind of open it up a little bit and be a little more forgiving. Usually they're more forgiving to the team that's down by the bunch. Shot goes up. Aguirre just misses everything. They say it went off of.
Went off Lemont.
Yeah, went off Lemont that time. Off number 22, I should say, Matt Rosado. And Scott Tingley still coaching, and down on the end of his bench is Pat Woods. So you got to give these guys credit. They haven't given up.
3 seconds here, and
he can't get it to go. Good rebounding position on Rosado. He has 3, and so that's it. The end of quarter number 3, and Lemont held in that quarter, held Ridgewood to 3 points. Here's a good look at the Lemont varsity cheerleaders with the pep band in the background. We're going to take a break and be back with fourth quarter action. Nice job done by the entertainment in between quarters there. The Lemont pep band doing a great job, and also our cheerleaders. Matty Alfano, I mean, the only guy. Oh, yeah, boy, there's a brain cramp. Oh, my God, they inbound the ball into their own front court and then just throw it right back into their own back court.
Yeah, as a coach, you just got to sit there and shake your head and just go, I guess it's not our night. Well, when guys make mental mistakes like that, it's tough to take as a coach.
And Julius running into problems. I can't even talk. They say that ball is knocked out of bounds, and it is Ridgewood's ball. Wow, that was rough. Julius had a heck of a time trying to get the ball across the timeline. Nobody came back and helped them, and when they did come back, it was too late.
Well, you can see a little bit of his rust still, but boy, he's got good instincts, and he knows where he wants to be. His body hasn't caught up yet.
Yeah, he's going to be a good ball player. Nixon throws up a tray. He can't get it to go off. Ball tap, but they say it went off a Lemont hand, and it will be Ridgewood ball. 7.5 minutes left to go. 38-13. Ridgewood brings it in. They get it into the big guy, Olaquin. Olaquin can't get it to go. And McDonough the rebound, and the ball goes out of bounds. McDonough tried to clear that ball out right away, and Gillis was just turning the wrong way. And now they get the ball in. Nixon with it now way outside. Dan Morant's coming out on him. Swing it around.
Boy, tough pass.
And
throw it at his shins.
Wow. When I coached, I always used to say, guys, look at your knees. Do you see hands growing out of them? No. Then don't throw the ball there.
Yeah, that's a tough pass. A little pushy up. We got Moran coming through a pick.
Dan Moran gets his second foul of the game, but that's going to put Ridgewood on the free throw line. This is always tough when that first one comes, and you make the call and you don't realize it's the 7th foul, and you can't remember who the fouled person was, and you just hope he's going to go to the free throw line. That first shot is up there. Nice shot by Eric Martinez, his first 2 points of the game. It's also his first visit to the free throw line. Looks for a second, and not bad. This looks good. So they have scored 5 points here in the second half.
We got 3 free throws and a bucket, and that's it.
Gillis coming down, getting kind of swamped here, and Dan Moran, I'll tell you, he's got great hands. Nice look inside, and ball kicked away by Ridgewood. They said it went off Chad Records' hand and rolled out of bounds.
Yeah, real good eyes there. There was that thin opening, and you just got to be ready for the ball. Teammates set you up like that.
Martinez up the court now. They let Olaquin alone down there. He's been in there for a while. Shot goes up. Mazurchik, he can't get it to go. Goes off of a Ridgewood player. It's Lamont's ball.
Well, those are even tough to rebound when the ball doesn't hit the rim.
Yeah, you got to try to get yourself down there, and you don't have a chance really. Well, Moran losing it. Look at that. Nice ball control that time, Dan Moran. But, you know, the only guy I didn't like, nobody came out to help him. They knew he was in trouble. There should
Standing there watching him.
Yeah. Yeah, watch Dan.
Yeah.
Wow, he did that real well. Swinging around very quickly. Miranda outside now. Coming out on him, Nixon. Julius Gillis, he's going to get the quick three, and nothing doing.
No, it's tough for him. It's some subs coming in for both teams here, and it's like Scott's going to start getting through the other guys in the ball game, and it's kind of a good time for Julius too to try to work on a few things. And
oh, sure. Get, like you say, get the rust off, the cobwebs out. You know, and again now, Scott Tingley does not have another game, a warm-up game, until the Wednesday after Christmas, the 26th. Kicked away. There.
Lemont running a fast break.
Julius, they're trying to overcreate.
Yeah, a little late.
Scott Tingley still coaching his brains out down there, boy. He is letting them know he wasn't happy with the way that happened down there. And
boy, there's that inbounds play again where Lemont gets that ball right down the block. Well, you just can't let that happen.
Record foul by Jeff Panic, number 13, and that's the last foul they have to give. So, yeah, Frazier's got to get on the correct side of the official. Now they're going to put Julius Gillis there for the inbound pass. So, Coach Tingley getting a little practice time out there. And they swing it into Record. Record looked up. Record stops, gets it over to Julius Gillis. If it goes, it's a deuce. Nothing doing. And the rebound drops into Bishop's hands. He's got about 7 or 8. Whoa. All right, let him have it. And then the foul, Moran. Now Dan Moran with 3 personal fouls. So he, Sowerman, and McDonough had 3.
Yeah, it's hard. It's time when Lamont's got to just play hard defense, man-to-man, 6-foot defense, and not take the chances like that. Got nothing to prove. All you got is a loss to happen when you get called for the foul.
Yep.
Sit back and play your man and play your defense instead of taking chances.
His first shot goes up there by Nixon, and actually Nixon's first chance to be at the free throw line. He gets the first half of the 1-and-1. He has 3 on the evening. Second one is up. That looks good too. He's got a nice release and a lot of spin on the ball.
Yeah, Ridgewood here, and again, doing anything they can do in a trap. Up, stole the ball. Yeah,
Panic with the steal.
Turnover.
And the left-hand layup by Tom Bishop. Keith, you're going to be surprised to see that Bishop has his first 2 points.
Yeah, he's their scorer.
Kyle Warzek goes up, sets up, and hits the 15-footer.
Yeah,
Kyle's
nice.
in the book. Panic working hard, trying to get the ball up the court, and it's going to get turned over and go over to Lemont. Yeah. Rosado comes back into the game, and Frazier will sit. 5:25. Lemont with a 40-19 lead. They get the ball into Julius Gillis. Gillis got his work cut out for him there. Bishop, I was just going to say Bishop's one of their better ball players, and then he really makes a dumb foul. Of course, that's the Vic Markevich Channel 6 curse. Wow, is that guy good? Oh, my, what did he do? Never fails. Bishop only with his second foul. But it will put Julius Gillis on the foul line. Yeah, he's been there once before. No, he hasn't. Shots up. It kind of throws it up from the chest. A little higher than it. So.
And it's a little surprising. You've got your biggest guy on the floor in Bishop, guarding what effectively is now is your point guard in Julius.
Yeah.
Kind of asking for trouble.
So Gillis made both of his. He has 4, and Lemont 42-19 with 5:15 left to go in the game. Bishop outside. Leave me alone. I'll throw it up. Nice looking shot. Jeff Bishop's second tray of the game. 42-22. Swing the pass now over to Kyle Warzek. Warzek back over to Julius Gillis. Gillis comes down, running 12-footer, no good. Rebound, Martinez, his first. Ball knocked out of bounds. It's still Ridgewood ball. So Lemont pulls the press off and lets Ridgewood bring the ball down the court. Now it's Bishop with it. 4:50 left to go in the game. Bishop outside, pass almost intercepted by Rosado. Bishop again, same spot, not the same result. Nixon the rebound, kind of an odd shot, but he got away with it.
And he hustled. 34 did a nice job there. I mean, he worked hard to get that rebound and took it right to back to the basket.
Ball knocked out of bounds. They say that Rosado was on the line. And timeout's going to be taken by Lemont. A 30-second timeout comes at 4:28 of the game.
Yeah, good timeout by Scott. Guys were getting a little flat-footed there, kind of standing around, getting out hustled for a couple of balls there, and it's time to regroup them and remind them what's going on defense and get them all on the same page.
And I'm going to do one of those Mutual of Omaha segues and saying it's also a good time to talk about the upcoming Christmas Classic that will be here on Wednesday, the 26th through the 28th. Lemont plays Revis in the first round at 7:15 p.m. here in the competition gym at Lemont High School. And Channel 6 will be here to bring you all the action of that game. And Channel 6 will be here to bring you the championship game of the tournament for the Class A champion, again, the AA champion. So that'll be on Saturday night. That game comes on. It will be beginning at 8 o'clock. Panic comes in. He can't get the bucket to go. Bricky the rebound.
Right.
And they get the ball back over to Bricky. Bricky outside Rosado. Rosado trying to work the baseline. Kicks the ball back out. There's going to be a scrum. Bishop still working. He gave a couple of hand checks down there to Rosado before he got up off the pile. Frazier back into the game. Julius Gillis will sit. 42-24 Lemont. Oh,
well,
wow.
there we go again.
Wow. Nixon was just like in a daze.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think they've stopped their inbounds play twice the whole night. Lemont not doing anything tricky.
Who got that bucket? I didn't even see the number. Oh, that's what I thought. I wasn't, I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah, Bricky did.
Shot,
There's
Bishop
again.
Can't get it to go. Rebound comes down. Frazier. Scott Frazier picks up his second by my book. Frazier now on the dribble straight ahead. They get the ball down to Soerman. Soerman, little left-handed scoop. He can't get it to go. Ball kicked out of bounds. Oh.
State of Lemont.
Mike Smith now coming into the ball game for Lemont, the junior guard. And Rosado will sit with 3:39. Smith, Mr. Hustle. And he gets the ball into Moran. Moran now goes to the dribble, and he's working on Nixon to get it around to Smith out front. Mike with the ball, swings it over now to Frazier. Frazier looks for Bricky and gets it to him. Between the rings, Panic comes out on him. Drop it off now, a no-look pass and almost a no pass to Moran. Dan, nowhere to go, swings at Bricky. Quickly, Frazier, baseline, double down there. And you get the ball back out to Smith, wide open. Soerman, top of the key. That ball is broken up, and the steal will go to Nixon, his second. Outside, Bishop banging around, coming down with the rebound. Martinez, and somebody's fouled. But Martinez can't get it to go. Let's see what Bill Piper's going to call here.
Got a push off inside on Ridgewood. Martinez just basically standing there. The ball fell right in his hands on the rebound. I don't think he knew what to do with it. Puts it up and short of the rim from 5 feet. And then
I'm not supposed to get the ball. Not when I'm just standing down here. So going to the free throw line will be Matt Bricky. He's been there before. This will be one in the bonus. First one's up, and he rattles that one home. Bricky now, no Channel 6 curse. He's just doing okay. He's doing okay from the free throw line. Second one goes up. Now he's doing 4 for 4. See, Keith, you're new to this, but I have an opportunity to say, oh, he's 3 for 3 from the free throw line. Then he goes up there and bends the rim, and it's not his fault. It's mine. They put the whammy on him.
Last 2:53 in the game, and again, Ridgewood just trying to do something.
Ridgewood ball kicked away from him, and that steal will go to Ben Soerman. And up the court now, Moran swings it out, outside with the shot, Frazier.
Ooh.
And they're going to call the foul on Scott. Scott picks up his first. And that will put Jeff Panic on the free throw line. 2, 3, 4 left to go here in the game.
Yeah, if you're Lemont now, you just want to play some defense and keep the clock running. Get this game over.
Jack Capper coming back into the game off the bench for Scott Tingley. And Ben Soerman goes out to a nice round of applause.
Yeah, it looks like Scott's got just about everybody in the game, and You got that 20-point lead.
Panik gets his first one to go, and I think he's got everybody in there but Karkula. And I'm sure he'll get in there fairly quickly.
Yep, sure. Warm-up's coming off now, and good way to reward the kids. Kids practice hard all the time and give everybody the game. Oh, there we go.
Mike Smith wanted to take off with that sucker before he got it. So Warzek back into the game and Karkula. So everybody's going to break a sweat here for Lemont, which is good. Bufka, Karkula, Smith, Warzak, and Camper in the game. Shot goes up, nothing doing. Nice rebound, Bufka.
Yeah, Bufka came right over. And
yeah, over the back, but he never touched him. So
no, the Ridgewood player just standing there flat-footed, never tried to block out or anything. And so what happens?
Trying to bring the ball into play now. They do. Gets it into Aguirre. I know. I would imagine that Coach Pat Woods would like that to be Mark Aguirre out there. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's Manny. Nice look inside to Manny Aguirre, and he's got 5 points on the evening. A nice assist. So now Karkula drops the ball off Warzek. Warzek now going to bring it across the timeline. Nixon comes out on him. Warzek on the dribble. And oops, they wanted to get it over to Smith, but Aguirre comes in, gets a steal, and they're going to call the foul on Warzak. So Glenn Warzak. Glenn Warzak is his dad. Kyle Warzak gets the first foul called on him. And Aguirre will go to the free throw line. He's 1 for 2 from there. And he'll shoot 2. We're in the super bonus. He can't get that first one to go, but he's going to look for his second.
Nope. Minute 43 left in the game.
And Aguirre now, Manny sets, takes his time, flips it up there, and short. And loose. The rebound came down to Bishop and stolen away from him by Bufka.
Yeah, Bufka didn't block out there either. Almost got him in trouble.
Yeah, and then he ends up with the ball. So, you know, go figure. Ooh, Karkula now, baseline. Karkula.
Hammered.
1 of 3 are going to get called for that foul. Everybody's going spot and baseline stuff now. It looks like number 33, Pierce McCarthy, who has nothing but 3 fouls. No steals, no rebounds, no buckets, no blocks.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, it's one of the things you always teach when you play defense is don't give up that baseline. Bad things happen.
Yep.
Breaks down your defense. And boy, I've never, I bet you Ridgewood haven't given it up 5 times. They've given it up 10 times tonight. And just about every one of those times, it cost them a bucket or a foul or something. Or an outside shot goes in because they just can't do that.
Timeout's going to be taken now. It looks like it's going to be a full, it's going to be a full 30-second timeout. We'll take a break. Watch the cheerleaders. We'll be back. Nice job again. We will rock you. Who was that by? Freddie Mercury. Second one by Karkula, or first one I should say by Karkula, up and no good. He's going to look for his second now. It's up and banging around, won't go, and the rebound comes down to Nixon. Nixon now with his third. Aguirre downtown, short, nothing doing. Rebound falls into Capper's hands. Steal by Aguirre, his second of the game. Steal by Karkula. Up the court they come, run over his back, and Lamont's able to maintain the ball. Up slowly off the floor is Kyle Warzak. He's not going to be happy about getting steamrolled.
No, I think it's a little out of control. There's a baseline again.
Nice rebound. Ooh. I'll tell you, Bufka has pulled down some big rebounds tonight.
Thing is getting a little loose here in the last minute of the game.
Quite loose. Yeah, really almost to the point somebody's going to. Oh, my gosh.
That kind of epitomizes Ridgewood's evening.
Wow, they have struggled. Aguirre left alone. I'm going to get a 3 out of this one way or another. And Mike Smith yanks down another board. Smith up the court. Yeah. Boy, I'll tell you, that's tough. He's brutal. They're going to have like a tape of this game stuck in the dictionary next to the word brutal of this last couple of minutes. Wow. Mike Smith got just leveled from behind in a trip, but Mike can't get the first one to go. He's going to look for his second.
Yeah, it's tough when you're Ridgewood. You score 10 points the first half and 17 the second half. Pretty tough to win a game.
Lemont 46-27. Mike Smith trying to make it. Oh, he can't do it. Oh, wow. Wow. How did he get that rebound?
Again, 25 standing there hoping to get the rebound and never really put a body on him for a block out. And a lot of times the referee's going to say, I'm going to protect you, but you got to make an effort.
You got to do something.
Help you out here.
Right. And he just complained to the official. The guy went over his back. But I think what Keith said is exactly right. First one made by Jack Capra. Nice job. And 23.5 seconds left to go. Lemont 47-27 over Ridgewood. Off the glass. I don't know. Do we give it to him? Do you have to call backboard? Bishop, nice head fake. And he drains the tray. Where's he been? That's his third tray of the game. Here's the bulk of Ridgewood's minimal scoring here. Mike Smith in the backcourt gets the ball all the way ahead down here. Kyle Warzak. Warzak trying to get the pass inside to Capra, and the ball's kicked away by Bishop.
Yeah, a little late in the pass there, but good idea. Just a little late.
4.5 seconds left to go in the game.
Coach Tingley on the floor there.
He's still working. he's still working.
Yelling at his guys to run the out of bounds play the right way. And
I've seen some people that wouldn't have gotten up off the bench for 3 quarters now. The steal will go to Nixon. Nixon
stop the ball there.
Oh, he's fouled with no time left on the clock. Are they going to put him on the free throw line? I would say, yeah, they better.
Sure,
put him on the free throw line. Everybody, the cheerleaders are out. Clear the floor, folks. Clear the floor. Game ain't over till a fat announcer sings here.
Got 2 shots here to no time on the clock. Horn sound.
Cheerleaders don't realize the game's still going on. Fans don't realize the game's still going on, but Nixon goes to the free throw line to shoot 2. First one he gets to go. They only give him 1?
Apparently.
Why only 1?
I'm not sure.
Pardon?
Yeah,
they
apparently didn't want the other one.
Yeah. All right. Well, they did that because I'd already put down the 30 for the score. So that's it, 48-31. Lemont goes on to a lead, or to the win in this game. And as we talked about it, it was the middle of the game that just drove us all crazy here. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with a few stats on the game in a moment. Well, thanks for staying with us, everybody. Well, a big game there, and we got a little explanation as to why John Nixon only shot 1 free throw at the end of the game. Bill Piper gave him the bucket, and he shot the back end of that 3-point play. So it is a 48-33 win by Lemont. 15 points, which is not at all indicative of the style of play in the game. For the bad guys, a lot of guys with 1 and 2 points. John Nixon, their number 34, who did that 3-point play at the end of the game, ended up with 8. The big guy, number 45, Bishop, Tom Bishop, had 2. Manny Aguirre off the bench for Pat Woods ended up with 5 and a couple of steals. And rounding out the shooting in double figures, number 25, Jeff Bishop, had 5 points in the first half. And he ended up with 7 in the second half, so that rounded out the scoring for Ridgewood. For Lemont, Dan Morand with 5, Julius Gillis in his first game after the broken arm with 4, Kyle Warzak 2, Scott Frazier with a deuce, Matt Rosado with 8 points, and 2 of them from downtown. Moving on down the line, Ben Sowerman with a deuce. Nick McDonough only had 1 point in a free throw in the game, but he also had 10 rebounds, so there was a key to the time that he was out on the floor. And Jack Capper rounding out some of the scoring with 2 points. And we had 2 guys in double figures for Lemont. Sophomore Chad Record, 2 trays, but brought him up to 10 points on the game. And Matt Brickey had an outstanding game for Lemont, 12 points and 5 rebounds. And talk about the rebounds. Lemont out-rebounded Ridgewood 32-19. But the key is what Keith talked about earlier during the game, and it was the fact that Ridgewood went, 15 some odd minutes without a field goal, and were blanked in the second quarter and almost all of the third quarter.
Yeah, that's tough to put anything together for a win or even make a tough effort. But again, for Lemont, number one good thing, it's a conference win. That's the most important thing for the evening, and all the kids got into the game tonight, all the ball players. It's a good way to reward the kids for all the hard practice. It's a good preparation for their own Christmas tournament coming up in a little over a week. And those are all the important things. Again, Coach Tingley's got the kids playing hard. I mean, they hustle, they press, they know what they're doing. Again, we talked about tonight running just some really good out-of-bounds plays. I bet you they scored 4 or 5 buckets off those inbounds plays, and it's so important. Run those plays right and pick up those quick, easy, cheap baskets. But again, it looks like they're ready, ready as they can be for their own tournament. And that's what's going to, try to get them through that tournament and try to pick up a quick win against Revis and get them going.
Get them into the winning bracket of that tournament and see what happens from that point. Lemont hopefully will match up with size. That's the key to them. If they can match up on size, they're going to stay with you. But if you got a couple of 6'8" guys out there like we did against Romeoville, and there's just not much of a chance. It's really gets tough. So that's it. A couple of reminders. If you're watching this game in the morning, feel free to come on down to the high school here in the competition gym. We're going to be seeing the wrestling match. Lamont's got a quad. Argo, St. Rita, Brother Rice, and Lemont will be wrestling here as we speak. And Channel 6 will also be here, so you look forward to seeing that on Channel 6 if you can't make it down here. Also on December 22nd, the only next